Have you ever felt like life just slammed the door in your face and locked it from the inside? At 22, I had nothing, no home, no money, one meal a day, if I was lucky. From owning a music studio to sleeping in borrowed spaces, my life flipped faster than I could process it. And yet, if I could go back, I wouldn't change a thing because what broke me also rebuilt me. This isn't just a story about losing everything. This is about how to rebuild when you're at rock bottom and why hitting zero might be the beginning of everything. In this video, I'm sharing the raw, real story of how I went broke at 22 and what I did to rebuild my finances, my mindset, and my life. Whether you're struggling financially, feeling lost, or just tired of pretending you're okay, this is for you. Stay till the end because I'll share the most important lesson that turned everything around for me, and it might do the same for you. At 20, I thought I was living the dream. I started a music studio business in Singapore while doing a full time corporate job. I was passionate, driven, creative, but I was also naive. The business was my baby. But like many first time entrepreneurs, I underestimated costs, overestimated returns, and ignored the warning signs because I believed passion would somehow pay the bills. After 2 years of struggling, the math no longer worked. The studio wasn't bringing in what it needed to survive. So I had to close it. The day I shut the doors, I walked out with no income, debt hanging over me, and a gut wrenching sense of failure. But life wasn't done humbling me yet. The apartment I was renting, the landlord kicked all the tenants out overnight. Turns out they weren't complying with local housing laws. So there I was, broke and homeless at 22. I lived off one meal a day, sometimes skipping dinner just to stretch my money. I couch surfed, borrowed beds, and spent more time in silence than I'd like to admit. Have you ever been in a place where you're so low, you start questioning your worth? Not just how to make money, but whether you're even worthy of a second chance? That was me. But here's the turning point. One night, I sat alone in a borrowed room and asked myself the question that changed everything. What if this wasn't happening to me, but for me? That simple mindset shift cracked open something in me. I realized that pain teaches what comfort never could. I stopped asking, why me? And started asking, what can I learn from this? Here's what I did next. I wrote down every skill I had, every single one, even the ones I took for granted. I reached out to people I had helped before, not to ask for charity, but to offer value. I offered to consult, produce, edit, teach, assist, anything. I started freelancing, small gigs at first, but I treated every task like it was gold. An important note here, I kept 70% of everything I earned. No splurging, I budgeted like my life depended on it because it did. I read obsessively, not just about money, but about mindset, self discipline, emotional regulation. I worked on me because your outer world can't change if your inner world stays the same. What would happen if instead of avoiding your struggle, you embraced it? What if your struggle is the soil for the life you actually want to grow? What skill, what lesson, what strength is your pain trying to give you right now? Fast forward to today, I'm not a millionaire, but I'm financially stable. I have multiple income streams, I live within my means, and most importantly, I respect money now. But more than the money, I've rebuilt trust in myself. I trust that no matter how bad it gets, I can and will figure it out. That belief, that's everything. And I don't regret the hunger, the fear, the loss, because they taught me lessons that success never could. I made this video because someone out there, whoever that is 22, broke, scared, and feels like their life is over, I want to look you in the eye and say, it's not. Rock bottom isn't the end. It's the beginning. You just have to believe, not in a miracle, but in your own ability to rebuild from nothing. And if you're watching, maybe that belief has already begun. If this story moved you, helped you, made you feel even 1% more hopeful, then I ask you for this. First, comment below and share with me. What is the one struggle in your life right now that's teaching you the most? And secondly, please do subscribe if you want more honest, raw stories that remind you that you are not alone. Every like, every share, every message reminds me why I started this and helps me to keep going. Thank you for being here. And if you're down right now, please do remember this. The comeback is always stronger than the fall.